Hello everyone, and this is Maradius, and today we are continuing my 100% run of the Zelda classic game, Remembrance of Shadows. Now, I did get a patch version of the quest from the dev that is supposed to make it so I can do that quest with Farore, but I went and tried it real quick, and it doesn't seem to work, but maybe I did it wrong. Hello, Luke Lima. Good to see you as always. Well, whether it works or not, let's try it again. Maybe I just got unlucky. And we'll just assume that it must need to do some really minor thing in order to get it to work. Yep, does not seem to work. Let me speak with the windfish again. Okay, no dreams allowed, I guess. All right. Well, that is a bit unfortunate. Let me just double check. Yeah, I'm not sure why it doesn't work. It's all right. Sorry about that, Euclid. Probably should have tested it more beforehand, but it's all right. Is it like a time-limited thing where if you don't beat it in time, then it locks you out of content permanently? I don't want to like trouble you too much to get it to work. Wait, no, I need to go to the graveyard. Doing that was how I unlocked the dungeon. It's not actually where the dungeon is. Alright, so time for the hidden vault. Let's put that. It's not time limited. Yeah, so I guess there's always a possibility of like coming back and doing it if it needs to be done. If we figure out a fix. But again, don't worry yourself too much about it. So in the market, play the Song of Storms to change the water's level. Let's see. Indirect nerf to the healing because it makes you have to constantly switch to Song of Storms. Oh, and just Remembrance of Shadows in general. That being said, let's try and get to work anyway. You know, maybe I really ought to be not doing sword attack or sword spin attack. Hey, I got this. Oh yeah, no, that's so much better than the spin attack. I can't believe I almost forgot. Alright. Did I ever play Star Fox? The most Star Fox I played was in Final Destination, no items. So, not really. Well, actually, that might not be true. Technically speaking, I probably like played a demo once in Smash Bros. Brawl. The Nintendo Direct remind you of that? Yeah, no, I haven't really played it. I do hope for Star Fox fans that they actually do something with Star Fox after this, and it's not just remake the same game the more billionth time. Now, granted, like I didn't even know they remade it. This was a remake of a game they've remade several times until very recently. So I'm actually just not that well versed in what they've done with Star Fox. But yeah, I would like for them to get a new game just because, Well, it's not necessarily my cup of tea. It seems like it is like a cool enough concept that I think that it would be nice for everyone involved if they got more content. These guys do not like the hammer. Rather, the hammer does not like them. Let's heal up a little. Oh man, I can't believe I almost missed that. Alright, well, I can't do anything about that right now. Feels like the answer to that might be no, because we don't have access to all the switches. That might be something we have to come back for. Let's equip Remembrance of Shadows again. Then let's equip Heal. Okay, I'm letting myself get strictly splitting dark nuts. Now, granted, like, it is a little hard to see with all the stuff in front of everything, but... On the other side, there's a spot I can't access. Alright, that. Oh, we need to go around the other way. I need to double check. But I feel like I'm going around part of this all wrong. Okay, yeah, no, I can't. The glitch with Farore is the same as with the flames. Oh, okay. So it's an issue where, so the issue with the flamethrower kept showing up even after I talked to the windfish. Though I will note, of course, with that the there was an invisible wall there. So even though I could get past the flamethrower, you know, I originally couldn't because of that invisible wall. So at the very least, the invisible wall is gone. You need to fix in 2.55 hard in 2.5. And it's not possible to use, I assume it's not possible to use the 2.55 version in place of 2.53. It's like I am using Zelda Classic 2.55, I believe. Yeah. So like I guess in theory I could do that if it, but I don't know how easy. No, it probably isn't. The saves aren't compatible, probably. Ship. I'm starting to lose track of where I've been. I think. Yeah, no, I think we're good. Probably we're good. Alright, hit this button. Hit that one. And we still need another key. The map is like admittedly a little less useful because of the different states you can find the dungeon in. I can't swing on a second layer. As long as you don't mind a hot fix with some great quests, I can fix it where you can progress. Switching versions mid-save is probably impossible. Well, how about for now we can save it to be like one of the last things I do in the quest, barring anything like that needs you to do that first, of course. But that way, like, it reduces the chances of having to deal with potentially other things getting messed up. Okay, where the heck am I going? Assume that there's something I'm probably obviously missing. These guys are annoying me. Yeah, I think I'm missing something in this room. I haven't tried killing all the enemies. That might help. Up to Remembrance of Shadows. Obliterate them. Okay, well, that didn't do anything. Oh, I'm dumb. For some reason, I thought it was on the same platform. The only thing that can be broken is the room where Farore is. I see. I can't believe I didn't realize. Like, I should have seen. I see those chain sprites. I should have realized it was down below. Whoops. Since it's already broken, it's not much of a loss. That is true. But if you want to do that, then that would work. And I would say I do greatly appreciate you coming in to help fix issues during my stream. I know, like, you want to see your game work, so it's... But still, I still appreciate you helping out with that. Alright. So now that I actually got all the keys I need, we can go back. It was this way. Then we go over here. Okay, now we can go through. Now let's put this on. Okay, more of these gosh dang dark nuts. Okay, he just clipped through the wall. I accidentally selected the wrong thing. There we go. Kinda not cool you to clip through the wall like that, but as long as I don't need to kill them all. What do I do? I imagine 100% any Nintendo game, and then I get into gotcha Nintendo game. Wailed 100%. Okay, yeah, no. So like for obvious reasons, I'm not gonna be doing live service games on this channel because that's just asking a bit too much to be home in about 15 to 20 minutes. Alright, then I will see you then. Yeah, obviously, don't feel any need to like rush or try to get things out on my accord. I guess it would depend on the game because like depending on what you consider 100%, like getting all characters is not necessarily a 100% requirement, depending on your definition of 100%. I know it's a bit wonky to say, well, not all 100% are created equal, but they aren't. These guys are being annoying. Why did I do that? Do this. I can't even like think of any. I say there's no real Nintendo gacha game that I would actually be interested in playing to that extent. Well, I mean, like I don't play a whole lot of gacha games in general these days, but yeah, like there's just not much that there's none that I don't think there's any that would actually interest me enough to want to even do that. Stop game, stuck in menus. All right, now we need to go this way. Okay, there's a different way to get over there. There's a room over there. Like in there. Gosh, it's so confusing. Okay, now this is the entrance. This is actually just straight up very confusing dungeon. But then again, it is like the last main dungeon before you get to the final dungeon and then post-game stuff. So like, yeah, it's going to be a bit rough, but if there's any place for it to be a bit rough, and now would be the time. This just goes up there, yeah. Here. That doesn't help us. Yeah, I'm probably just being silly and forgetting something. Oh, right. Duh, there's a hole in the wall there. Of course I'm gonna miss that. Jeez, what am I doing, man? Just really blind sometimes. Okay. Well, now we can progress again instead of being silly. Now I can go this way. What am I doing, man? Using the hook shot like that? I'm gonna use the hook shot, at least double the damage. See? Actually, using a hook shot laser here is not a bad idea, if I'm being honest. As long as you use Remembrance of Shadows. Swap in, and then we have over here. Reapply our buff. Swap to Song of Storm again. Okay, don't shut me out like that. Alright, now we can go this way. Which leads over here, not surprising. We go through here. Probably want to re-up our buff. Wizard. Oh wait, no, my thing already wore off. Okay, his health bar was just a little wonky there, but we got his one. Alright. So now that we have that, we can obviously access a few things. First and foremost, this room. Let's swap back to the normal sword beam. I want to heal a little. Use with that. Just see what the damage is like on this thing. Well, it's not doing much damage, but then again, these are cold forces, so like doing a lot of damage is not there. Well, yeah. I don't need to triple my words. All right. And this is where the branching paths end. Rather, where we need to go after we get all the keys. And a lot. You know, these. Smash him under a hammer. And then slowly work our way through the keys that remain. Key, and then we go over here. We are making good progress in this dungeon, at least. Okay. Why am I not using things like I should be? Because they're easy enough to just crush under the hammer. Three keys. I think still another branching path or two we need to go on. And it feels like Remembrance of Shadows is wearing off sooner and sooner. It's probably screen-based, if I'm being honest. Which would make sense, but also... alright, let's do that. Do that. Yeah, no, we still got another path or two to go. We didn't go over this way. Nor did we go this way, I don't think. I need to cool it a little on the fast forward so I can get myself killed. Annihilate these guys. Now we go back. I think that should be everything we need to do here. Before we go to the lock spots. 5 keys. I mean, that hopefully is enough, but the Nefarious 6 lock block in a row would probably beg to differ. I do remember going down below. Oh wait, no, that was the start of this chain, duh. Of course I remember being down there. Alright, well this is probably the real true... Oh, so this is like under the area where you fought the Dark Nuts. That's interesting. Alright, let's get ready to... Remembrance of Shadows. Let's equip Spin Attack. And get ready to fight. Bipolar, okay. Okay, yeah, it figures it would be a little different than just simple attack with the sword. Nothing wrong with being a little aggressive here. And there we go. Alright, so that's all, that's the base 8 dungeons done. That's good. You got the thunder drum, it beats out some music. I sure would hope so. We've gathered all of the instruments of the Siren. Stand before the Windfish's egg on Mount Tower Ranch and play them to reach the place where he rests and rid our isle of the evil that has appeared. Didn't mean to step back in there. Alright, so we have a few things to do. I know where the Siren's Keep is. We're gonna hold off on that for just a little bit. Mr. L. Oof. It's the masked guys again. Alright, let's do this. No, he's throwing arrows. Is Mario going to be the last of the masked monsters? Sorry, the Mario monsters, not masked monsters. What am I doing? Get some healing in. Would I prefer a scripted or unscripted solution? I'm gonna be honest, just do whatever is easiest for you. Mr. L gonna take an L? He sure is. Unless I'm just trash at this fight, which, you know, like, don't count Mr. L out of the fight just yet. Well, okay, but it's not really looking good for him. And there we go. Sorry, you missed. So I just said whatever is easiest for you. I don't want to be cause too much trouble and having this need to be done. So if you find doing scripted is easier, doing unscripted is easier, just it doesn't really matter. Whatever's easiest for you. So that we have a lot of those. Heck, I just remembered I did not grab that Zol Fragment. Unscripted. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, I would say then go for unscripted. Let's see if I can remember where the heck was the way to where the Zol Fragment was. Here we go. Yeah, I thought I got that one, but I guess not. It probably wants me to use the gloves here. Okay, We got that. And then I go back this way. Yep. Okay, there we go. Alrighty then. So we still need bombs. I assume that's probably going to be a level 9 thing. I won't worry about it too much yet. Let's go to the Siren's Keep. It should be over here. Siren's Keep of the Dream. Ooh. Interesting name choice. Well, I mean, it is the final one, so... Well, I mean, maybe it's not, but... The one can change the path of light, guide the light to all the nodes proceed. Alright, so it's this puzzle again. Update the Google Drive file. If this doesn't work, then you don't know. Alright, let me save. Quit. And then, going to close out a Zelda Classic for a bit, just to make sure this works. So, give me just a moment. Now, it's also possible that I just don't know how to properly update quests in this fashion, because all I'm doing is removing the file and then putting in the replacement and then renaming it to what the original file was and hoping that works. Basically, you're playing a fresh save, this would break the quest, but because you weren't, it shouldn't. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, at least I know it changed something, but that's weird. I guess it's not warping to the right spot. Yeah, I can't leave. I'm assuming that's not what's supposed to happen there. Whoops, let me check something. Alright, so how about I go do... I'll do Siren Keeps Ape of the Dream. And then after that, we'll go and try again. So we got through that. Okay, this... Just gotta mess with this a bit. Okay, well, that's one. I got lucky there. You had the wrong combo place. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, like given how it warped to a generic seller, then that would basically come and tell us that we can't proceed. We did that. All right, we got this thing. This particular gimmick is a favorite in all games, or all Zelda classic games that use this kind of tile set. I have 4 blank work combos and selected the wrong one. I see. Well, no worries. As long as we get there in the end, it doesn't really matter too much. I need to get faster at swap it. Okay. You know, I guess I shouldn't be surprised I'm not. Updated file again. Alright, I will check that out after this dungeon. Okay, so no, that just blocks me from moving straight up on it. Okay. Maybe I just need to get good at these jumps. There we go. Alright, now we go down here. Wrong thing. Let's go left first. Yeah, okay, that was the right decision. You're getting an inside look at what developing for Zelda Classic is like. So like, I will remind you, I have worked on a Zelda Classic game. And, like, I even do have a demo on Pure ZC. And it's, of course, not very far along at all, because I've just been busy with so many things. But, like, I have done some developing. I haven't touched scripting at all, because that scares me a little. But, like, I have done a little bit. This is interesting. So that has to be done that way. That has to be done that way. There we go. Okay, it just breaks if it hits a wall. Got it. I had to check. Alright, well, don't you speed up too much. Okay, let me get a little better at this. There we go, and then we got room up here. Alright, let's try that. now it's gonna go all the way back up there. There we go. Let's go left first. Alright, that's the way. Well, I say it's the way to the boss, but not necessarily. Also advise that if the sequence with Farore works, don't go into the trending game. Afterwards, I presume? Because, yeah, that would possibly mess up a whole lot. But, yeah, duly noted. We want to go over here. Grab that. Grab that. Basically stuck a combo that automatically warped you to the cutscenes. Well, yeah, because I could tell that from what you already did, except, you know, it was a combo that warped me to a generic seller, but yeah, I figured that is like the easiest way to do it, so I'm not too surprised. Now we can go down this way. Alright, it's possible to just brick. So you gotta be very careful and ensure you align this up right. Okay, there we go. Okay, this again. Give me a moment. New puzzles have been released for general use on Pure ZC. That's the, let me get rid of Hammer. Yeah, it is neat to just have. I know the block puzzles were in Link's Awakening, I think, or maybe it was one of the Oracle games. Whatever the case, it's good that we have more things that allow you to replicate Oracle game mechanics. Okay, it's a little too hasty there. And now we go this way. Honestly, like, the easiest way to handle the statues, is to just, like, go up to them. Or, like, free here. Or, well, okay. What's a good example? So, like, going this way, you just go along here, and then you just do it so it shoves you along the edge. I don't know if that made any sense. But it makes it pretty consistent, so I don't have any problems with it. Another one of these. That. Okay. Then we do that, and that, and this, and that, and... Right, him again. We did this. We got Remembrance of Shadows up. Just a little bit. Alright, let's do this. Given how all these projectiles are blocked by the shield, it makes sense to just not swing the sword other than to activate the spinning blades. But, you know, I mean, he's not really that tough anyway, so it's not really much of a concern. Grab that fairy. And that's boss key, so now we can go do the last part. Okay, that was kind of a little short-sighted of me. I don't know why I went to move that way. Boss room is up this way. Or, well, the boss door is up that way. Alright, more of these puzzles. Okay, I think I'm starting to get a hang of these color plot puzzles. There we go. Getting through them very fast now. Oh, got a twofer. Let's see. I mean, there's not much to it, but still. Okay, you can hit it while swimming. Let me just... Okay, I kind of don't know what pattern I'm doing. Here's hoping it still works out regardless. Okay, good enough for me. Alright, so that works. Alright, we see our good buddy, the metal ball again. Don't... Okay, move it all the way over there. There we go. Right, and now we get an actual one. I don't know if the space-filling blocks have a name, but I call them Dominion blocks. That fits. Definitely makes sense. I may take a look on the Zelda wiki. I'm gonna assume they must have been like Oracle Ages. I feel like I don't really remember them in the Oracle games, but my knowledge of Oracle Ages is very limited compared to the others. Okay, I've made a blunder. Okay, I need to like properly engage with this. During Link's Awakening. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It does really do feel like a Link's Awakening thing. I just kind of... Oh wait, were they in Turtle Rock? Maybe I do remember them if they were in Turtle Rock. And if they weren't in Turtle Rock, then I have no clue. Close, but not close enough. Okay, I did it again, where it's just not right. Yeah, Turtle Rock. Okay, so maybe I do actually remember them very vaguely. No. I want to say I'm getting close, but like, you either got it or you don't. There's no real in between. Okay, no, that's not gonna work out. Well, that's not gonna work out either. What am I doing here, man? This is obviously a suboptimal solution I'm going for here, but can maybe work? No. 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 Certainly not solving. Yeah, you got me there. That is one thing I'm not doing. My brain does not want to work properly with these puzzles. No. No. Okay, no, that's not gonna work either. I need to like stop. So what you could do something like this. Well, no, I already established that doesn't work. I mean, like that feels like okay, that does feel pretty close. But what did I do for it again? No, I started up here. That's what I did. think I have it here. It's a suboptimal solution, but it works. And that's good enough for me. Alright. I've got the switch hook. I really want to do that. Okay, so that should pretty much be done. Let's go fight the boss. Or it's just fight Polar again. What am I talking about? Fuck myself. Can't go wrong with trying to face sync it. Maybe it's just me, but it feels a little weaker than he did before. Maybe I didn't have Remembrance of Shadows up. Well, he's dead. Alright. Suspicious. Those path puzzles can be done in the engine in 3.0. That must be convenient. Greetings, young man. I'm the Siren of the Dream. Let me open the path for you to the true power of this island. Really? You're me! I'm the person you might become one day. One of 8 chose my fate to stand guard over eternity. Know this, finding all the sirens is but one part of what you will need to do to reach the true power of this isle. Listen now to a true story from my past. Like you, I was chosen by the Windfish to save my home from a great evil which appeared on this isle. What I didn't know at that time was everything I needed to do to succeed in my efforts. More than anything, the Windfish's egg is needed. Finding all the sirens is but one trial you must overcome. I know you can succeed where I have failed. Alright then. Alright, so let's go to May Village. And we're going to save and quit. And then let's try one more time to get this to work. And if it doesn't, I'm going to cry. Let me swap back. Yeah, hopefully it works. Okay, here. Let's give it a try. Hope it works. Crime and access the best ending. Ooh, then yeah, I hope it works. There we go. What's that you have there? Someone in this island gave it to me. We should open it and see what's inside. Oh, it's the present! Ah, I see. A magical mirror. I wonder who put that in there. Defeat the Mario monster at Troll Rock. Not yet. The Windfish told you might be able to leave here if you could turn aside the birds that have gathered around us. Let's hasten to the beach at once. Sure they have everything you're going to need? Yes, thank you again for your aid. I should never forget my time. Once you get past the birds that begin to gather around the isle, use the magical mirror to continue your journey. And off she goes to Destiny of the Oracle. Whoop! The magical mirror is not the only way to leave this island. Once you have found the true power that lies within the depths, you can use the Ocarina of Time to leave and fulfill your dream. You got the Ocarina of the Siren. This enhances many of the songs you've learned? Ooh! That's very neat. Alright, let's save, and then remember that the trendy game is a cursed place where we shall never ever walk ever again because it is just mean. In the Zol Fragment. Did I just not pick that up originally? Well, that means I have 10. So that's good. Yeah, I know. So like, that means it's the end of the trading sequence. We got all the Zol fragments, but I think we need to find out where they all conglomerate. How many? I have 18. Okay. Let me go fight the Mario monster at Turtle Rock. Go down here. It's very shy. Alright, let's buff ourselves. Mechanic, alright. Well, you know, Kamek makes sense to have a giant laser beam. Let's heal up a little bit. Ocarina Hands, increase healing, create 2 warps in dungeons, improved MP cost reserves, longer shadow boost for extra damage. Nice. Definitely going to be making use of that. I still just have not felt the need to create warp points. Maybe it's just like because of the dungeon design, I don't really feel the need to create warp points. But yeah, all the other things will definitely be a great improvement. Okay, well, this is just beat him with a hammer. Oh wait, kill me? Oh, gosh, have we gone all? No, I've not. There's still a few more secrets I need to go and get. Gosh, I also just died like a silly person. So let's look and actually do what I'm supposed to. Can I do hookshot later? Would be ill-advised, I think. I need to, like, actually watch my health this time. See, he does hit hard. Ow. What about all 10 shadow shards? No, I can't do that, remember? I need to... One is life behind level 9. Okay, let's heal up before I just am bad. Actually, kind of doing not the best on HP. Oh my! Remembrance of Shadows. 10 Zol Fragments unlock the super boss, but it's super awesome. Makes sense. I mean, we're still gonna fight it. Okay, well, I just forgot to hurry up my Remembrance of Shadows. Why am I struggling so much with this, man? So yeah, like, I'm not gonna be, like, too worried about gathering every little thing just because I know I need to get bombs for that. Or whatever allows you to get past those walls. Might not be bombs, might be powder kegs. Okay, already doing a terrible job. Laser spam because that just provides big openings. Not this garbage. You check the option at save points for instant healing. Yeah, I know you mentioned that, but I'm gonna deal with the challenge of having to just guess. I don't. It's not like that much of an annoyance that I feel the need to make it instant. But it's very good that you did include that option. But like I said, hopefully I'm not getting that option. Alright, well yeah, we almost got Kamek down. And there we go. Oh, the gold dress. Goddess's dress. This reduces damage 1/8. Well, that would have been useful for that fight. What was... Yeah, that was, another thing. Okay. Oh, we need to go through here. I think, unless it was a bombable wall. Just run past the enemies. Can't hammer jump across. I had to try. Run over this way. Originally healing was instant, but testers suggested a change. Oh, is that like a way to nerf it? To make it more difficult? I mean, like, it works. Sleepy Lionel again. Okay, the Sleepy Lionel just gets shredded now. Alright, good. I think after this game, you only have 2 heart pieces left. Nice. We go this way. Yeah, it looks like I would have 2 heart pieces left. Alright, making good progress. Run past all these guys. And these guys, and these guys, and these guys, and these guys again. Don't know what that... I need to remind myself that's not how that works. So that opened up a path somewhere else. Question is where? Or you know, I think the more likely solution, or the answer is that I'm just blind. I remember the last 2 heart container pieces. Well, we still have a bit more to go. Oh, they open up that path to the left here. Yeah, I'm not gonna be too worried about it until we get to like. Well, I'll probably do like a more in-depth search after level 9. Do I need to grab all the stuff with level 9's item before I finish level 9? Which is the behind the swamp I can reach now. I already grabbed that one. I still have too much health, man. Jeez. Oh, rip that guy. Oh, now you're gonna actually kill these guys, or is it just a shovel situation? It is a shovel situation. Okay, you must have missed it. Yes. I went and did it right before fighting Mr. L. All right. Actually, not get ourselves killed going out of the dream. Okay, I don't know why it wouldn't be. Yeah, see, grab that. If you don't get everything before finishing level 9, you can access the true ending segment by viewing the ending. Okay. Alright, so what I get from that is that I should, the simplest way to do things is get the level 9 item, which is probably bombs or something, and then from there, I forgot what to do about this, yeah. I assume probably bombs. We'll grab the level 9 item, and then we'll come back. We'll leave, and we'll come back to the dungeon after we've done all the other stuff. That way, only need to go through about once. I know there's something around Martha's Bay that we needed stuff for, and I need to actually navigate over there properly. This is not like the best way of going about it, but it works. Like the grave requires love. Yeah, well, yeah, I have figured as much since nothing else worked, and like. Bombable stuff has kind of been something I've been like, oh yeah, I need to get stuff for that. Okay, it was over here. So I need to get to the other side. Basically the size of a 16 by 16 overworld? Interesting. Curious to see what it's like then. First and foremost, let's grab this. Ooh, what is this related to? Zol the all-consuming? You've done well at gathering my children from the far corners of this land. Tonight, I will dine well. Alright then, let's Gosh, I'm too slow for this. So I assume he keeps swapping what he's vulnerable to. I'm moving so much. Stop following me around like that. I didn't see what this thing was. I will read that in a moment. That is like the best pattern we want to, based on RPG Maker 3 idea of a small boss we use. Alright, well. Okay, honestly, you just gotta keep hoping he switches back to the sword. Shovel works too, I guess. Oh, okay, well that is a interesting approach to take. I need to use the shovel to be able to get more magic to heal. That will probably be the play I want to do. But who boy, Zol is going to be quite a difficult fight. What's the fastest way over there? Probably like this. Yeah. So this may take a few attempts. Hopefully not too many attempts, but highly advised to come there with a revival potion too. Yeah, but with the fact that I can like dig and stuff, and so long as I'm like faster on swapping items, I think I should be good. Maybe. Okay, I'm not doing fast. They're doing well. I also put the green joy ring. You know what? You're right. I should. I don't like when he uses this attack just because using the wand is quite expensive. let me heal up again. Told me the hardest boss I made. He's certainly going to be quite challenging. Changing so much, dude. You change just. Stop changing just as I get a chance. Like literally not. I mean. Let's get out of there. This is not too bad because she keeps switching so fast. I guess he is a super boss, but still. Alright, let's heal up. That was pretty. Oh, I need to re-up my buff. Zol changes defense after every attack and generally doesn't change the same behavior twice in a row. Yeah, but sometimes he does patterns that is quite advantageous for me. And that's kind of what I'm trying to hope to abuse, but... let's heal up a little. Okay, this is what I like because I can use invincibility frames, get a lot of hits in. Well, not when he chills on me like that. Right, well, I guess that phase is over. There's another one. Honestly, the shovel is so goated in this fight just because it allows me to dig up more magic. I need to heal, I need to heal, I need to heal. Shovel is a hidden strat. Yeah. And the fact that he's weak to the shovel at certain points is even better because it just gives you an excuse to use the shovel anyways without having to like go out of your way. Right, let's not get too overconfident. Swap back to that. Shovel time. Let me hit you, gosh dang it. I know you're scared because I got you low on health, but come on! Let's see what he swapped to. There we go! Zol is defeated. Dang, that was a really tough fight. And that's also really... You got the level 3 magic ring. Rapidly covers your NP over time. Nice. You probably didn't like that too much, did you, bud? Well, sucks to suck, I guess. Alright, but yeah, that was a good fight. I like that one. Sometimes he did change defenses a little too fast, but no, overall, we got it done. There is no fucking owls down here. Alright, save. Save again, just to be safe. Alright, so we can probably visit some of the fairies now that we have... Well, okay, so the Zol Fragment, you said is a super optional super boss, so we don't need to visit. We don't need to... The level 3 magic ring is not going to be something that one of the fairies asked for, I guess. So I need to remember where all the fairies were. I have vague ideas, but... well, you know what? We shouldn't worry so much about it. Just because it's better to make sure we have everything we can give the fairies, or show to the fairies before we start going. The fight is something of a previous true final boss. Then a bug where it didn't show off the weaknesses. Interesting. So I mean, I guess Vatty was also similar, except it was, you know, time of day based. But that fight did feel a lot better than that phase of Vatty. Maybe it's because it's a super boss that it's a lot more challenging. It's like, well, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, let's just add to level 9. No reason to stall it out. Actually, let's save here first. Level 9, Windfish's Egg. Save again in here. Alright. Fairy currents rewards from Remembrance is 10 Shadow Shards completing the Seashell Mansion, getting the Ocarina inside. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, it's just that, since I know there's stuff like behind getting bombed, let's change that off. Then there's like no point in fretting about it until later. Read that implementation. Oh, you got these guys again, but now they're in a sprite form. That's kind of, it looks a little silly, but I do find that pretty endearing. Okay, Redad are going to be pretty annoying. So is this the same music that was in the Hall of Mirrors? mean, it's a good song. Is there any other paths I can go right now? Well, no, I can go this way. No, I can't go that way. Okay. So that means us going back. Yeah, I know. This. Compass. All right, we got these puzzles again. Well, this, getting the red one. Okay, you're being finicky here, guys. They're being a little finicky on me. It's alright, but... Okay, stop being so finicky, guys. We'll shove that in there. Saw more shortcuts to this, but I don't remember if they're in this version. Well, even if they're not, it's alright. Let's get ourselves some more keys. Okay, I see how that works. Got it. And we'll go across here. Should I get a secret ring equipped? You know what? No, we'll be fine. Be an issue for when we leave, but I think for here we're fine having it. Branching paths again. These guys are getting annoying. I mean, like, that's really for you. Even so. Yeah, I don't know why I felt the need to kill them all like that, but sure. Let's heal up a little bit. So it's just basically two giant branching paths. I see. Well, hopefully that doesn't end up too confusing for me. Alright, these guys again. Okay. Keep exploring all the paths before we go, checking out logs. Heal up again. So it is going to be a pain when, like, I get the bombs, and then I leave, and then I have to go and remember all this other stuff. I think we want to just go, we'll go for all these blocks over here. Really get better at cycling through these guys. Need to deal with the branching paths before I go advance that way. Where am I placed? Where I am placed, there will I remain. This time in the dungeon, you realize you had forgotten an area? What do you mean by that? Says then we have to return the entrance when you get the item anyways. Oh, okay, so it won't be that bad. I think we'll just come back. And then we'll continue off in the new direction. Stop shoving me off. Very rude. They just keep doing it, man. Okay, now we go this way. Have to make it where you visited all screens. So does that mean like there's optional ones, or there's just some unused rooms? It tells me it's a very big dungeon. Whenever you first created them, I see. Yeah, that could be a bit rough. Let's go this way. Heck, this goes on for this branching path goes on for a long way. It just keeps going. There's another branching path off of it. And that just leads off to another branching path. Bro. Well, we just need to explore the end of this path. This is also another branching path that leads into branching paths that leads into... Oh my gosh, man. Oh, manage. Well, maybe not for this parkour. You missed a branch. Well, it's hard to tell which branch I should be going down, okay? We'll get to it eventually. For now, let me reach the end of this one and then I'll backtrack. Like, I know there's that staircase that opened up, but I decided to go this way first. There's a line. Yeah, I mean, like, it's fitting for a final dungeon. Final dungeon, quote unquote, ignoring the fact that it's not the real, true final dungeon. It's only the real, fake final dungeon. So we can go up here. Okay. Well, you can jump down and climb your blue chest. Thinking of. Alright, I'll have to take another look. Buff up again. There's so much stuff down here. Kill this guy. Wait, we're at 5 keys now. That is certainly a lot of keys. There was a staircase there. I just completely missed. Alright, it's hard to advise because of the chat delay. That makes sense. We didn't go over there. God, even looking at this map is giving me a headache. Yeah, I don't see the spot you're talking about. We'll come back and find it later. I should take another look. Yeah, I don't see any spot you can fall off the clouds. Or fall into the clouds. Well, from this angle anyways, it's probably another spot. Left and down from here. Where? This is further down. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. That didn't, like, look off to me. I just kind of didn't really process it. My bad. Healing. Is open by secret. Yeah. Like, I did take a look now, like, oh yeah, no, I really should have noticed that. Let's heal up. Remember the shadows. Hook shot across. Fall down. And jump. Doing here. I see it. There's a. Oh, that's not. Okay, no, that's just screen. That's also screen is referring to where just try to make a way to reach it. Interesting. Well, you've certainly solved that now. Oh, so this is actually what you meant by there's two big branching paths. So one goes down and unlocks this. The other one, you have to go push the other block. Ah, a little bit of an odd movement there, but it's okay. Now we just gotta get back, which I think I can do. Turn that on. This bridge now has a shortcut when you get to that point. Oh, so like is in like the latest version of it, the 2.55. Oh, that's good. Like it is a little annoying having to go all the way back, but I mean I could also just save and quit, and that would bring me back. Let's find the other branching path. Oh, it's over there. Okay. There we go. I knew my Remembrance of Shadows was about to fall off. Okay, I was a little worried about having heat spells too punishing otherwise. Well, I mean, like, I don't know why. Maybe I'm just getting better at following the flow of your games, but that didn't feel too bad. Alright, let's just get this one out of the way. Let's see, what is here? Yeah, skip all that transforming block stuff and just do that. Alright, what's this way? Oh my god, did I just go the way I came? branching paths. Make sure we push that block over there before we just jump to doing other stuff. Here. Fight bomb mages. Or bomb wizards, probably. Too bad they are losers who aren't very good. Okay, don't. No. Alright, let's do this the intended way. And if I didn't hate these overpowered, these really tanky moblins already, there's just another reason to hate it. They screw up. Now we did it legit. I already messed it up. It's just path puzzles again. I mean, like, it is basically a different path puzzle, but still. It's not too bad. She can fix with turnstiles by removing the enemies. It would work in that case for sure. Remembrance. And then the shot across. Just reminding you in case you went this way first. Then we go back. Just really bad at parkour for whatever reason. Oh, shortcut. Alright. Fair enough. 2 keys. I can use a shortcut. Shove me in there. Very rude. We got 2 keys. We'll avoid those guys. Not pressing that switch yet. Okay, then we do this. Just run past the enemies. Okay, another branching path. Let's solve this one. Handy shortcut. And now we can go back up. There's nothing else over there, right? Yeah, nothing else that we can deal with. Heal up a little, why don't we? Go to Shadows, and then we go this way. Running past all enemies is an acceptable strategy. Indeed it is, and it's one I will be using. This might not be working out. Oh wait, no. Duh, I'm stupid. You have this little corner here to rotate the colors and stuff. Yeah, over here. Alright, so now we're at 3 keys. And the locked spot was over this way. Ooh, okay, so now we're at this room. It's been a bit since I've seen it, but I do remember it. And yeah, just okay, there we go. Yep, classic re-dead. Just gotta let them come to you and just impale themselves upon the whirling blade of death. Let's push you over there. These guys again. I don't really need it, but why not? We'll just get through this one way or another. As long as I have my whirling blades of death, it doesn't really matter too much. And there we go. Okay, so that opens up a few spots. Now we gotta go all the way back. Just fine. Let me out. It's gonna be like that, isn't it, guys? Alright. This pattern to pass repeats after you get the item. That makes sense. It is an interesting design choice. And the boss key. Yeah, I did notice there were 2 spots that you could use the boss key at. So let's go to the first one, which was over here somewhere. I guess you do have to do rigorous testing to make sure a soft lock isn't possible. Not going that way. Where was the other spot? It was probably a different floor. Up there. And we don't want to miss this. multiple branching paths off. Heck, there's a lot of branching paths. Well, maybe I just misinterpreted some of them as being branching when the fact is just the shortcut back. And now go this way. Branches again. And it branches again. That's the last spot. And then we go this way, grab the key, we're 3. Ignore these guys. And ignore these guys. As long as they don't shove me into the pit, it should probably be fine. But just making sure that wasn't a path for whatever reason. Now we gotta go this way. These guys again. Man also gets a version of the Shadow Book. That's interesting. It's definitely like one of the more notable parts of her gameplay compared to the others is making sure that buff is up as much as you can. Whereas a lot of it, like Din was very much just spam medallions a lot. Not so much her bosses, but alright, so is that branching? I think that's all already. Then we go back down this way. With 6 keys that should get us a decent way through. Alright, how do we do this so we don't lock ourselves out? There we go. Did the pots just don't give anything when you use that? It's a little weird. Alright, probably didn't need to bother with that, but it's fine. I've been waiting for you, sister. You're the shadow I saw on the beach. What are you trying to do to this isle? The instruments of the Sirens can reach even across the gaps between realities. By using them, we can create a new future. Do you have any concern for those you've affected? What kind of a life is it to be trapped within a dream? How little you understand. Come down and show me how much you've grown. Gosh, after Zol, this is all just a cakewalk. Rip Bozo. You got an explosive boomerang. When thrown, you can destroy cracked walls and enemies. Alright, I had a feeling it would be an upgrade to one of the previous things, given how it, So it naturally has all your secondary abilities. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Well, time to leave. We got stuff to do. Let me check how much. Okay, so I'm still missing 2 shadow shards, which is not the best, but it's not this way. Okay, time to equip the secret ring again. Okay, that's number 9. Touring has an issue. Had an issue which has a really weird workaround. Well, so long as you figured it out, then that's good. Let's see. There's obviously the grave. Rip that guy. And there we go. We got all the shadow shards. I'm assuming that, is there like an additional thing you need to do, or can I go to the ferry now? Is what I have. Let's see, where is... Over there, okay. Alright, that is Secret Seashell number 19. Alright, so now I need to do... I can get it right now. Alright, nice. I'm still gonna do a little bit more. Need to find out where else I have stuff I can blow up. I know there is stuff out there. I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head where it's at. Because we're just missing 1 secret seashell. Well, I might as well just check out random caves, visit the fairies, all that fun stuff. The only one that just came between is the one requiring the Seashell Mansion. Yeah, I know. Was there something new here? Might as well double check all these spots. Wait for you. Find the Blade of Darkness to open the way. Well, I'm going to assume that's the one that needs the Seashell Mansion to do. So let's go visit the other 3, wherever they happen to be. Here we go. Here's another spot. I hope I didn't mess things up there, because that would be very, very unfortunate. But I do have a habit of messing things up. Alright, so that leaves 1 more piece of heart. We have 1 more, seashell to find. Really, we just need to go around and see what the secret ring tells us, because that will probably be your best bet at finding this. So just gonna do a bunch of wandering runs. This just don't really work properly. Yeah, kind of figured that, but it is what it is. Yeah, nothing there. That was sorry. Let's just go places, really. Here's one. Mr. Fairy, please do your best to save our island. Alright, so that's one done. That just leaves 3 more. Don't know if you have... Well, the answer is no. Did I just, like, completely forget about this cave? Oh, there's all the pieces of heart. Alright, well, there's a blue chest here, so I need to find another blue key. Didn't realize I was missing one. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it was. So now we just need to do a bit of searching, find ourselves the missing blue key. I didn't even realize I'm missing a blue key. Gotta check all corners of the map, really. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that would reveal anything of value. Well, I mean, yeah, that makes sense, because I know some of them had it. At the very least, we need to find where that last blue key is. Wasn't something here, right? Well, something that would have a bombable wall. No. Let me just investigate a few more things. I can swim, that's right. That makes sense. Not that there's really much it's gonna do for us. You're not gonna say anything, no. Did you get the one on top of the mountain? What's the song? I'm gonna assume no, because I don't know what you're talking about. So, like, which part of the mountain? Oh, duh, I'm stupid! Why did I not think, maybe I need to water this? I don't know what goes through my brain sometimes, man. Let me get there again. A little bit of a roundabout way. Yeah, I noticed. As soon as I saw the sprite, I'm like, why did I not realize that, man? It's so silly for not realizing that. Like, duh, it's gonna need water. Well, that solves that question. And yep, there it is, the last seashell. Alright, so now we want to go. Should be a fast enough way to get over there, right? Well, no, maybe. We'll go into a better spot. Okay, let's save our game first, just in case something happens. Alright, and let's go this way. Did you see Seashell Mansion? That you can get the upgrade and do the second half of the Windfish's egg with it. Yeah, that makes sense. Let me swap my preferred method of attacking. Get out that. These guys here to ruin turnstile puzzle again. There are. Alright, let's just through this. Bad at parkour, as always. Heal just a little bit. Get ourselves a key. Now we can go back this way. No, we want to go the other way. And then we need to go back around. So I remember how to navigate menus. So I'm just really bad at this, apparently. We want to use the hammer for these. Classic branching paths moment. Well, okay, not really. Probably both lead to the same room. No, not really. I mean, like, they do lead to the same room, but different parts of the same room, so it's not really. Oh, wait, okay, yeah, no, there's still two branching paths. You might be able to choose your way with the magnets. No, you can't. Alright, let's go grab the key, and then we'll be back. We go around all the way over here. Make our way back. And then magnets pick up. Pop that. More of these. I'm really lucky it doesn't just explode the bomb on the boomerang when it carries the torch. Otherwise, I would be in quite a lot of trouble. I mean, obviously, it's designed not to be a problem, but can you imagine? Okay. Now we go this way. Gosh, the Wizards really love it here. Another key. Boomerang has a strange bug where it doesn't explode on a trigger unless it hits an enemy. Let's see. Oh boy. This should be fine. But you know, there's always a chance it's not fine. We have 4 keys, but obviously I'd want to get the max out to do the key maxing. Oh, it won't let me. Okay, there we go. Worried there for a moment. Let's go this way first. We have 2 paths to go? I mean, I want to go this way first then. Hopefully that's not a problem. Giant crab. No, I should not be surprised if there's a giant enemy crab. I mean, I guess it is a seashell. Having aquatic enemy bosses. Not really surprising. Let's heal up a little, actually. Obviously, it's not the final boss, but it gets us one step closer. Okay, let's do it like we need to quick swap the right way. Oh no, I need to go the other way. Give me just a moment. Excuse me, failing at parkour. Alright, boss time? Should be able to visit all 5 fairies whenever you complete the base. Well, yeah. Great bird. Well, he's a bit tanky, but if I just keep slamming him. And I keep an eye on my health. That would probably be a good idea. I don't even know if, like, doing this, having this sword spinning around and hitting him with the hammer is actually doing more damage. Just because it's probably invincibility frames and all that. Oh well, he got crushed under a hammer. It doesn't really matter. Don't really need a fairy, but might as well grab it. You got the Fierce Deity Sword. This blade doubles the strength of your sword attacks. When it replaces all the images too. Nice. Alright, so let's go to that fairy I definitely remember the location of. And start worrying about the fairies I definitely do not remember the location of. I mean, I know where the first fairy is, but, like, that's not the one. Okay. Speed up is making me miss. Please feel free, please do your best to save our isle. Alright, don't tell me where the other fairies are. I'll find them myself. I think there was one around the swamp, so we're gonna go there next. Once I remember the right way to actually navigate this place. Think you got the one in the water? No. I do remember there being one in the water, but I'm, like, almost positive I didn't actually I didn't get that one yet. I went looking around in the water, but I didn't find it. Let's see, where would... I don't know, that's the Siren's Keep there. So I guess maybe it wasn't around here? Maybe I remember wrong then. Obviously the one here can't do anything about until we talk to the others. So, oh no, it wasn't this one. It was one of the ones around here. This one, yeah. But once again, you don't need to tell me about it. I want to just try and find it again myself. Oh, the fairy's probably in the water around here. If I had to make a guess. Probably the other spot, but... I can remember the... Yeah, go up here. No, okay, it's not. Well, there is still one in the water somewhere. You're just gonna have to give me a moment to find it. Okay, there we go. If I get, like, really, really lost and cannot find it, then you can tell me, but we are not there yet, so I would appreciate you not telling me. Why did I go back in there? I can't imagine it's gotta be on the western side of the aisle, but... I don't know, that's made me thinking things are a bit too neat and symmetrical. That's probably not the case. Let me just get back in there. Let me just take a look at the map. So it's almost certainly not going to be in this bottom left part of the map. I guess time to look at the northwest part. Colint. Probably a good, decent place to check. Five fairies are part of unlocking post-game. Yeah, I just want to... I know I should be able to find it without help, so I want to be able to spend a little bit of effort to look for it myself. Just need to remind myself. Because, like, I know there was one around here-ish. This is obviously a science keep. Let's see. What little spots have I not checked? I guess it could be in that cave. I don't think so, but better to, like, go there and find it and then mark that off the list. Just to be sure that I'm not missing, being dumb and missing a spot I have already looked. The special set of clues that appears after the end of level 9 that relates to post-game stuff. That's neat. Okay, yeah, no, not that mysterious rock. Oh, gosh dang it. I can go to Turtle Rock. I don't need to go all the way around. Alright, what was here? Oh, that was Keep the Fault. Duh, I'm stupid. Alright, let me think. Is there any... There could be a cave over there, but it feels silly to have two on that part of the mountain range. Oh, I guess it could be the graveyard, but that feels like it's a little too close to some of the others, but it's probably just me being a little... Obviously, this is the guy who won the boxing glove. There's another path over there. wasn't two in the forest, right? Probably double check just to make sure. What was in here? Yeah, nope, not there. Doing that to refresh myself when I haven't looked and double check. That's obviously first dungeon. Siren's Keep. Maybe it is on the southern part. It's over here. I guess it could be in this. Right on the fairies being distributed on the island. Yeah, that makes sense. That I guess if there was, there's probably not one around there. Let's see. There's one around in the waters, 2 Candlelight Castle. There's one in the mountain range. And there was another over in the field. So I guess it could be one in the bottom right. That's not out of the question. Yeah, okay, right, it's right here. Duh! Why did I not check here? It's so silly of me. Alright. Yeah, checking everywhere except like the most obvious spot. Jeez. Deep beneath the water, this isle lies placed where the windfish sleeps. Only truly worthy can go there to wake it. Alright. So that means we pretty much got. I assume that means we pretty much done everything we need to do to unlock the post game. Besides, you know, beating the game itself. I mean, I guess we could do a little bit. So there's a spot over there. We did, of course, already do most of this dungeon already, but I will probably save the boss fight for next time, assuming I even get that far, because a bit presumptuous. I'm gonna assume I can get through the rest of this dungeon in just 15 minutes. These reflecting guys, these guys are. I think that might have opened the post game. Alright, that might be, you need the reflecting item to come back later. We still haven't been to that chain of rooms over there. Where was the other? Like, I do remember another bombable wall. I just don't remember where exactly it was. Probably in, like, another floor. But that doesn't really help us, does it? Yeah, that's more like something that opens up a path rather than being the path itself. Let me think. Mirror robes are weak to bomber. Oh. You know, I probably should experimented a bit more instead of just assuming. Normally in your final dungeons, this is the part where it says, go get the thing, the mirror shield, basically. These guys again. Heck, more branching paths everywhere you look. This way. The mirror shield to the posting. Okay, makes sense. That was a puzzle I solved a long time ago, and only now it's becoming relevant. Back. Watch as the redeads keep coming back. Of course they do. Alright, and then there we go. This way. Fortunately, not too bad of one of these puzzles. Back up. Alright, that guy is just gonna stay floating in the void. That's his problem. He really should have looked where he was jumping. Okay, so there's multiple key paths. I don't like the look of that. This might be the branching paths that you mentioned before. These branching paths also have branches. That's good. That's good. Definitely very good. We're gonna avoid those guys. Heal. Man, you may be good at magic, but have you considered that I could just throw a boomerang in your face and you explode, and then all your magic means nothing? You know, the fact that it took me a bit of hints to find that out, but it's true. stuff up. Well, I mean, like, it probably still one-shots them. Doesn't hurt to pack. Okay, well, if I can aim, thank you. And that's one branching path done. Ignore that this felt like there was a few branching paths off of this, but... Actually, no. Go this way. Be in normal space, please. 3 branching. Okay, well, not really 3 branching paths. The illusion of free choice. It all leads to the same spot. What? You can shove them like that? Excuse me for not having to go all the way back. That's a weird little quirk. Just a little bit further. Okay, branching paths again. Weird for totally intentional not lazy to think. It teaches you to pay attention where you're going. It's really making me work for this, huh? Can I go between the... Thank you. And do it like that. And that should be in. Okay, now we get a bunch of random enemies. Like the spinning sword. Yeah, it's very fun, and it also just makes it more convenient to just do that and walk through enemies rather than doing all sorts of other complicated methods. Solve that puzzle with correct class without even realizing what you needed to do. No, I like after a bit where like I realized it wouldn't blow it up, I was like, okay, there's so much random garbage around, you probably do need to just use them to hit it. So I did actually notice, I just didn't say anything. And that's what the that hit was there for. Probably put up something no, I don't see a hookshot spot, so I don't know what that switch does. Hopefully it's not something I will have to find out. should have spawned a shortcut. It didn't seem to work for me, but it's alright. It didn't take that long to get back. Did that switch just disappear? Or that I mean, it's back now. Alright. So we got through the dungeon. So like, well, obviously I could go fight the final boss right now. Since we're at the end of the stream, I think it's best that we save that for next stream and we watch the credits, the ending, and we'll get to go right into the post-game stuff without having being a teaser. But I mean, like, I'm kind of technically hanging on a cliff or doing cliffhanger right now, but it's totally fine. All right, save and quit. And yeah, so could very well be finishing up the game next time, which will be quite good. We made a lot of progress in this stream. So yeah, so obviously we will pick this back up on Tuesday from starting at 8 and lasting until 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. We will see you all next time. And once again, thank you to the dev for being here. It's been a delight just having someone to talk. Well, having more people to talk to and just getting some tips and advice here and there. It is very insightful into the game, and I do enjoy it. So once again, thank you, and thank you everyone else.